was the tail of the tape there, the shorter of the two, Kan Nakamura. Cha Young Lee with a huge amount of experience coming into this.
さあそして第1試合です。コマンドール
アンダー 61.5 キロトーナメントファーストラウンド3分3ラウンド延長1ラウンドを行います。
大変すねが硬いと言われております。まあ本当にでも
167センチ 61.3
ますが大事な挑戦とも言える試合ですよね。
そうですね。この実力のさでやっぱり
ライズスーパーフェナル級王者
本当に強い方だと思ってて、
ジャイアン
ダメなの事前番組で
Rise super featherweight champion Cha Young Lee, the Korean Devil, takes a bow and gets ready to throw down.
そうですか。その強さはね、久保さんも
BK 事務所
というお話でございます。
第8代ライズライト級王者
今年6月からグローリーと共同でフェザー級トーナメントが始まると言われておりまして、
Representing BK Gym and reigning Rise lightweight champion Kan Nakamura.
本当にこの試合も楽しみですね。
そうですね。インサイド選手も80戦ぐらいですか。大ベテランで、僕も
Here we go, this match is set at 61.5 kilograms in this Rise World Series tournament. Quarter-final, three-minute rounds with one possible overtime round. Should it be indecisive after 9 minutes? You listen to Stu Fulton and Keith Farrell. This is the cream of the crop right here. Some of the very best on the planet throwing down the bell rings, the touch gloves. Kan Nakamura with the black trunks. Cha Young Lee in the red. Both of these men incredibly tough. Both men hit hard. Kan Nakamura, arguably with the slightly more power of the two. I think he's mentioning stepping on his foot. Can often happen between a southpaw and orthodox stance fighter. Kan Nakamura not afraid to turn things into a brawl. Cha Young Lee, though, he does not want that.
We'll have to see how he deals with that, because he's clearly got the more experience with more fights on his record, but that's not the only factor.
Lee trying to cut off the ring constantly here. Nakamura staying in his face. Oh, left hand, that was solid. Down the pipe there, landed on Lee. He's up on the knees there, and he's going to get a quick verbal warning for that. From a clinch, you can throw one of any strike. Nakamura just used 2 knees, so verbal warning for that. Opens up the left cross again, and the high kick.
One of the things that Nakamura's done well from the beginning of this round is split that guard. He's thrown jabs and 2 crosses right down the middle.
Yeah, that lead right hand of his has been finding a home on the face of the Korean Devil. So experienced though, Cha Young Lee. He's been in incredibly tough battles over the years. This is nothing new to him, facing someone as violent as Kan Nakamura, someone who hits so hard as Kan Nakamura. Not phased at all, Lee.
He's showing his experience here. Like, he just took a few in the corner, comes out, and he's going to try to make it his fight again. But like you said, it's better for him if he stays at the end of those punches.
Up high again there, Nakamura. 1-2 from Lee. The high kick of his own. Nakamura just steps back out of the way. To the body now, Nakamura. Come for the head movement, and the uppercut lands it! Kan Nakamura chasing the W here in this first round, less than 10 seconds. He's got him up against the corner. He's rocking on the referee, checking in there, making sure he's all right. Saved by the bell.
神さんと自分と
I believe
そ
so.
れから仲間なんかを少し入れて
I'll tell you what, that was so furious I didn't even hear the bell.
Me neither.
キックボクシングと
But yeah, that was it right there. Look, cross,
そうなんです
kick,
よ
cross.
ですから長野さんのキックはもう伊藤代表仕込みのキックということです
Such aggression from Nakamura.
伊藤先生はもうやっぱその教え
He
方
landed
が
a
すごい
few
上
nice
手で
uppercuts in there as
やっ
well.
ぱりその
Yeah.
And then, yeah, that's what put him over. And then, just landed on him, but yeah, saved by the bell. Look at the referee was trying to decide whether he was going to stop that or not because Lee was defending, but there's a lot getting through, and that's where you're in that gray area as a referee.
Yeah, a lot of those unanswered strikes. There's only so many that the referee will let slide. But Cha Hyun Lee has survived one round with the hybrid beast, Khan Nakamura. Second stanza underway in this quarter-final matchup for the Rise World Series 61.5 kilogram tournament. Again, more aggression, more violence, more powerful strikes from Khan Nakamura. Cha Hyun Lee will not be phased.
公開練習で一緒にシャイニングテントキック
あそうですね
伊藤代表に教わったこと
He seems to have reset himself during that interval there. Not looking too unsteady on his feet at all, despite that barrage of attacks at the end of round
まあ
one
また
from
ねちょっと
Nakamura.
もう今もう65分になりま
That's
す
one
け
of
ど
those things. Experienced fighters, they recover, they reset, and they just get back on the horse and ride. You know, that's, they know what they're doing.
どこの過去
And you see, there's his muscle memory coming back. He's walking him down. Good throw. But he's been rocked, so Nakamura still has his opportunities here. Especially if he stays, like he keeps getting way up close. On there. Nakamura puts that, splits that guard again.
Lee beat Kodai Nomi for the Rise 60 kilogram title back in November 2017. He unified that title successfully in July of 2022 at Rise 160 versus Kazuma. That was he was the international defended it successfully against Hyuma Hitachi in but Hyuma Hitachi, of course, has made it through to the semi-finals of this tournament.
So Nakamura found another cross in there, but he's actually been doing a good job of like throwing those punches and getting out of the way. He's shown more lateral movement, ducking and weaving.
Yeah, although Nakamura does like to brawl, he doesn't allow his emotions to get the hold of him too much. He keeps his mind very focused on the job in hand. But it's lovely to see him when he just opens up and goes wild.
He's opened up with that kick right there.
Great movement from Nakamura there. Lee is trying to find a home for his combinations.
And he's pressuring him. He's actually like walking him down. He's not a super aggressive fighter, but he's doing exactly what a good professional fighter does.
Taking his punches very carefully. Cha Hyun Lee.
The only downside is he doesn't seem to have a lot on him right now.
High kick there, Lee. We're down to 20 seconds left in round two. Goes back up against the ropes. Nakamura trying to press forward. It's a thigh kick. Comes high with the same leg. Walks his head back with that right jab. That's been his friend this fight so far.
You look at like what wins your fight,
Right down the middle.
scorecard. It's like Lee got his punches in. He's a
He
good
keeps
technical
looking for
fighter.
that big left kick upside the head, but you know, like you've been saying, the professional that Lee is, he hasn't dropped that guard. He knows that's going to come from the southpaw.
Well, Nakamura, he finished off Talisman Ferreira Gomez last summer with that left high kick. He knows it's there.
There you go. Yeah, I'm sure he watched the tape too. Lee watched that tape too.
最後はあのいつもの言葉で締めていただいてもよろしいですか
Nakamura was bleeding from the nose, but I don't think that he's hurt that badly. But it looks worse than it is, it seems like, because it hasn't affected his movement.
じゃあ残りなしや残り5試合
Well, it's been 3 years since these two men faced each other in the ring. That was in the 2022 Rise World Series, but two completely different fighters having evolved over those 3 years since then. And Everything on the line in this quarter-final matchup for the Rise World Series this year. Not the final round. Pressing forward, Nakamura, not staying in one space too long. And low, Lee. Front kick. Nakamura trying to get through that guard of the Korean. That right hand of his is getting through that guard. And again, in the knee. That's the second knee that he's going to get another verbal warning here. That's the second time he's done that. The thing is, Nakamura, he knows these rules. I think he's just very eager to get this win and progress to the semi-finals of the tournament.
And I can understand that because this round is going to determine it. It's not really clear who's going to win coming into this round.
Downstairs, upstairs with the hands, can Nakamura. Lee is starting to slow down here. He is feeling the pressure of the hybrid beast.
And he's looking like he's not gassed, too. Instead of extending his punches, you see him kind of just twisting with them. And slow off the kicks. And, this fight's Nakamura's. He can press it and take it.
Keeping busy with the combinations, Lee, but he's lost a lot of sting in his strikes. 90 seconds left on the clock. Nakamura staying in his face, that right hand finding a home on the face of the Korean. Left hand now.
Keeping his guard up, though. He's good professional. He's doing all the right things. He's just tired.
Yeah, he's under pressure, but he is still in this. Nakamura stepping forward. Looking for the body and the head shots. 1 minute left.
All the punches is actually in Lee's favor, though.
Into the grueling stages of this match now. Both men digging deep. Nakamura looking to land that right hand again. Leave the knee. 30 seconds. Still more powerful punches from Kan Nakamura. Lee just trying to survive and keep his combinations moving and his guard high.
Nakamura's got more power, more snap on that. It's just, he can't find a rope with this. He's keeping that guard up. Good uppercut there.
Nakamura trying to batter his way through the guard of the Korean veteran. Punches and punches now, there's the bell. What a performance from Kan Nakamura. Just warrior spirit. Yeah, you need to be careful when you're anywhere near that man in the ring, I tell you.
But yeah, absolutely right. Just like way to finish the fight. Just warrior spirit. Oh, there's that uppercut right there.
So aggressive.
19-7 and won 8 wins by
Right hand landing.
the KTK 57-kilogram champion.
Credit to Lee though, he survived some brutal attacks throughout the whole 9 minutes of that match, Keith.
Yeah, just props to him right there. Like you see, lesser man would have gone down.
Yeah. He was clearly struggling, but the warrior he is means that we will see the judges' scorecards.
それでは集計結果をお知らせいたします。ジャッジ大沢29対28。
29-28.
赤中村。
Nakamura.
ジャッジ永瀬29対28。赤中村。ジャッジ北地30対27。
니네 먹어?
27.
以上3対0。
Nakamura, it's a unanimous decision in favor of the high